Morning, welcome back to Beginner for B Series. It's Dave here. Got my old friend back. If you'd seen my last video, I had busted the welds on this rear blade. And luckily enough, we didn't really have any snow. We actually had 60-degree temperatures just a couple days ago, 3 days ago, I think. And then yesterday it snowed all day long and into the night, and I think we got probably somewhere between 8 and 12 inches of snow. I'm going to do a measurement later. But I had brought this over to the shop I work at. We have a restoration shop, body shop. Have some great custom fabricators there, and they grinded away all the old welds. They were not welded right. Kind of sloppy. There was nothing really to grab onto, is what they told me. But I thought about having them do some gussets. I just kind of left it in their hands. So one of our technicians there, he ended up grinding away the welds, doing new welds, and then over here, this piece, hopefully you can see that. Yeah, I think you'll be able to see that. So right here, this was just a hollowed out piece. He ended up adding a piece of metal and then welding that in. So again, this was kind of the square cylinder that just runs all the way through the back. He said that this, just adding some metal in here, would stop some of the torquing from going on and putting a lot of pressure on these lower arms that extend out. So I actually bought a can of the Land Pride paint, but they color matched it right at my work there, and they did an incredible job. So it was done in like an hour and a half. And the guys are just wonderful. So much better now. I can now use that 3-point quick hitch back into this thing. We'll pick it up. We're going to need it today. Stick around. Okay, so question for the community. Blade's working great. Seems strong as can be. I actually caught a piece of ice that I didn't see that was frozen. You know, with the quick hitch put into the oblong holes to allow for a little bit of movement, just in case you do hit something. It did bounce on me and move, and it looks like the welds and everything held up great. So that's a good thing. One issue I'm having with this 3-point hitch, I want to know if anybody else has had this issue. I like to be able to turn this blade 360 degrees, or 180 degrees actually, and I don't seem to be able to do that easily. I had this from the shop basically in the pull mode, so with the blade facing towards the tractor, which I want to do now. However, when I try to spin this, my blade runs into the 3-point. So it's not too severe, but to the point where I've got to try to pick this thing up and really jam it through and then get it over there. So I don't know whether that's a angle thing or if that's a 3-point hitch thing. Has anybody else had this issue? Just curious. Leave it in the comments if you have an answer for me. I hate that I'm dinging up the paint on that 3-point every time I go around, but there's no way for me to get it into these positions that I want to get it into. So if the community can help me out, you always have, I'd appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts. Well, I think that about wraps up today. I appreciate everybody sticking around and watching. This was one of the the better days of blowing snow. I mean, we just haven't had the light fluffy stuff. So with that, of course, we got the cold, but you don't know it when you're in a cab. People that do have these cabs will probably tell you, I don't know if I've ever run it on full heat. You have to almost go into a little bit of the cool section on the temperature knob. It just gets so warm in there. It's not a very big space, I guess, but I don't know. If you're really toying with it, I know John Ritterbit will always say this too. It's money well spent. You will not be disappointed when you make that choice. So thanks for sticking around, everybody. If anybody caught the section where I was talking about moving my blade, rotating at 180 degrees, if you have any answers there, I'd appreciate it. Again, love this community. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.